Hey guys, stop scrolling. It is time for a box view conversation. I'm excited because I'm realizing more and more, God has a way of making sure that you understand exactly what he's trying to say. Y'all excuse me because it's cold up here, so I got on some warm stuff, okay? Anyway, but he makes sure that you understand what you're trying to say. And sometimes when God gives me something, I'll be like, God, why are you giving this to me? This seems real crazy. But then he shows it to me and I'll be like, okay, I got it. I got it. All right. So what I want to say to you is I realize that I'm supposed to be releasing a clarion call. And I am going to be releasing this over the next couple of weeks. But we're going to talk about it through box view. The first thing that I want to say before I even read what I wanted to read for today is that there is a necessity for the ones that have been chosen by God to step forward. I told you guys that we were in a point a couple of months ago that God said, look past where we are, but look forward to what is to come. And so what I realize is that I am supposed to begin to put a call out and prepare those that are for the time to come. Listen, this part, even though we're living through it, it's already settled. God has already dealt with all of this. And there will be a settling of all of this. But what God needs us to focus on what's supposed to happen next. Here's what I mean by that. A lot of times we don't learn how to live forward, right? We get stuck in the present, but you need to also prepare for the future. Now, God said, don't worry about it. Don't fear it. Don't get stuck. Oh, I'm not going to make it in the future. No. He said, I want you to prepare for the future, but I don't want you to get to the place where future has overtaken you. But what I'm here to do today is to get you in your now prepared for your next. If you are not prepared for what God is calling you to do, you are not going to make it. You're not going to be successful, and you're not going to get done what he told you to get done. Let me say that again, God. If you, in this moment, do not get prepared for what he wants to do next, you're not going to make it. Let me explain some things. Let me put this book down. This is still a box view conversation, but I'm feeling something that I need to kind of work through because that thing is on me heavy. Let me tell you something. Every generation is shaped by the people that are in it. God chooses people in that generation to do something mighty. And my thing is there's a lot of people that is missing what they're supposed to be doing because they don't understand that they're supposed to be doing it. And so what I need you to understand is this. Your world is bigger than what you were taught. See that map in the back? This is the map of life that we were given that we were supposed to follow. But God didn't want you to follow that map. Your map is outside of the box. I don't care. People ain't going to want you to advance. People are going to, I don't care if they talk about you. I don't care about any of that. What I need you to know is that it's time for you to break out because there are people waiting for you to find out who you are and to step into that. Step into it. The Bible talks about how the world is groaning and it's yearning for the sons of God to come forth. Are you one of them? Are you one of the chosen ones? And I'm not talking, let's get this out in the open. I'm not talking about church. This is not a church conversation. This is a God purpose conversation. This is the conversation for those that have been chosen from your mother's womb and that you carry the original DNA of the Father. Of what he wants done. You have that DNA. You don't know why you are the way you are. I remember one of my friends from school said to my mother and I, she said, Chanel's always been weird. She's always been kind of quiet. She's different. She was, you could tell that something was going to be different about her when she was younger. I was called and set apart before. I was called and set apart when I couldn't understand why I wasn't liked and why I couldn't, a lot of people didn't want to hang with me. I was cool with that. Now I was cool with everybody, but it wasn't like, I wasn't one of the cool girls. It's like, I realized that God had set me apart. Am I okay with that? I am. But what I want to tell you is you're going to have to break out of that box in your mind. You're going to have to break out of your limitations. You're going to have to break out of everything that's trying to hold you hostage. Let me testify about something. I realize that I am in moving in the direction God wants me to move in. You want to know why? Because the attacks over the last 2 weeks for me has been crazy. Ever since the Lord gave me that song about the watchman, oh, I've had to put my dukes up because the devil and I have been having a tussle. Okay, I'm winning, but it's happening. Why? Because I realized that I hit a vein and I have come into what God wanted me to do, and I am moving forward in such a powerful way that the enemy was like, look, I got to figure out how to stop this girl, because if she goes any further, she's going to be so effective that people are going to start listening. She's going to be so effective that they're going to begin to realize this girl is moving in a dimension that nobody thought she could. Listen to me. When I say the thing is all over me, it's all over me. The moment for the called people it's like that kindergarten roundup. Every so often, God does the kindergarten roundup, and he starts rounding up his people, saying, hey, I'm getting ready to use you. You next. But I need you to get prepared. Whether it's losing weight. Let me tell you something. I have worked very, very hard. I am so proud of myself that I lost 112 pounds, but I worked for that. Why? Because God said, I need you to be ready for what I want to do next. He said, I need you to get all that weight off so that you can be able to move and sink in and step and keep moving and not be tired. He said, I need you to make sure that you get your health together. He said, because I need to make sure that you're not going to be out where you are, and then all of a sudden, there you go. You're just sick. You can't do. That's what this time was for. Working to get off of medications. When was that? 2-3 days ago, I just came off of 3 medications for one. Hey, my blood pressure, finally. Yeah. Blood sugar level. Yep. Knees. Oh, yeah, they're a lot better. Asthma, completely under control. Do you see where I'm going with this? Fatty liver has gone into remission. Come on. Now, I know you're like, okay, she's still... Migraines, chronic migraines that I had every single day. Matter of fact, the shot is on my desk. I ain't had to use it because I got in alignment and I said, God, yes. Now let me say this. Now, there's a lot of people right now that are counting my yes and wondering, does my yes mean I'm going to marry them and be their first lady? No. That is not what God told me to say yes to. But he did tell me to say yes to his will. Ooh, God. Ooh, Jesus, I'm going to be started hollering and acting a fool on this camera. But what I wanted to say to y'all is it's that box that you're in. I curse the box that's holding you hostage. Whether it's comparison, it's low self-esteem, it's whatever it is, anger, bitterness, whatever. I command that thing to turn you loose. You know what? I'm going to end with that. I started talking about it the week before, but that thing ain't left me yet. That man laid by that pool. Whew. He had been sick all those years and laid there waiting for the moment that he could get up. And all it took was a word. You want to be healed? Would I be laying here if I didn't want to be healed? Okay, cool. Get up. Take your bed and walk. This Monday morning, what I want to say to you is to get up. Take your box, your bed, depression, your anger, low self-esteem, no money, whatever it is. Take it up. Get up and start walking. Because this box has gotten too small for you and me. Whew, I'm going to try again on the box view conversation, reading some of my book. But prophetically, I needed to release that. That thing has been sitting in my chest, and I was watching something that just kind of hit me in my chest. And I was like, I hear you, God. Yeah, I'll try again.